As a leader, do you desire to build a culture of high productivity and high trust? Perhaps we would even go so far as to say a culture of high joy as you work out whatever that is that you and the organization are aiming towards. I imagine yes. And yet, if you're typical, I imagine that there are barriers to that. Those barriers might be time. How do we slow down and invest? Or it may be a monetary investment. How do we find the funds to invest in team development? It could be the barrier of not knowing the right place to invest that brings together the and of productivity and a trusting culture. My name is Anita K. Hansen. I'm an executive coach, a leadership consultant, and a certified working genius facilitator. And I'd like to take just a couple of minutes of your time to talk about a solution to this challenge of how do we invest properly in building a culture of high productivity and high trust. What is a way that we can invest with high return on investment as leaders? Well, the answer to that is the 6 types of working genius. And specifically creating a workshop for you and your team to understand how you uniquely work together in the model of productivity. What are your frustrations? What are the things that ignite you individually? And how do those things work together to maximize your productivity? How do you understand and create a shared framework so that you can increase trust? A working genius workshop is something that brings you and your team together either in half a day or in a full day. What happens in that workshop? Well, you rely on an outside expert to guide you through the model. And part of that is that you get to participate as part of your team, as opposed to being the facilitator for your team. Another part of that is that everyone in your team takes a working genius assessment, so that we can identify where are your strengths, where are your geniuses, and what are your competencies and frustrations. And we put those together in a team map and talk about how that works together to create productivity and how that shared language can increase trust. Another value of a working genius workshop is that in that time together, we talk about how to increase productivity in meetings. Now, most leaders say, yes, we need better meetings. And even more senior leadership members and individual contributors in the organizations say, yes, we need better meetings. That is an instant win that you walk out of the Working Genius workshop knowing and sharing together. Another value of having a Working Genius workshop is that everyone also walks away with a copy of Patrick Lencioni's book, The 6 Types of Working Genius, so that you continue to absorb it and apply the model in your organization. I am helping senior leadership teams put this together as workshops. Also, departments and boards are starting to use this model, and the workshop is helping them in understanding it in support either of their board work or of the organization as a whole. There are so many possibilities. So how do we explore more? Let's have a quick 15-minute conversation to explore it. We'll just talk about what your needs are in your organization. I'd also like to share with you the Working Genius Assessment. That's my gift to you because I want you to understand the model and I want to walk you through it. So again, talk about the needs of your organization, give you a taste of the model, and then talk about bringing that either in a half a day or a full day to help your organization. Again, what are the payoffs? The payoffs are that you increase productivity. The payoffs are that you have healthier culture through a shared framework of how we get work done. The payoffs are better meetings. The payoffs are that we enhance trust in the team. And the virtuous cycle of leadership continues to grow. That's the payoff. I hope you lean into that. I hope those barriers that pull you back of time, of money, of structure are answered in this. That the return on the investment for investing in your team in a Working Genius workshop with a skilled facilitator outweighs the barriers. So say yes. I encourage you to go to my website and book a free 15-minute exploratory conversation. We'll take it from there. In the meantime, cheers to you and cheers to your growth.